Jump it. Hello, everybody. Shuffle some cards while you guys come in. It's nice to see everybody. My onesie's a little doing too much. Ooh. Come on in, everybody. Come on in, gems. Brother Thomas. Hello. Just shuffling cards, letting people come on in. Got a new deck. Well, I didn't get a new deck, but Michelle got a new deck, so she's letting me use it. So it's going to be a good one. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 is the magic number, Brother Thomas. 9 is the magic number. Tropical Empress. What? I thought maybe my glasses needed to be adjusted. What's up, Amanda? How you doing, beautiful? Check my glasses. How is everybody? Rishi, well, hello. I hope I said that right. Just shuffling up some cards, getting some meta messages ready for you guys. What's up, Jazz? Hello. Get a few more of you guys in here, and then we'll open up the platform for meta messages. Those that's never been here for a meta message on a Monday, you just say me in the comment. Once the cards are shuffled, I don't shuffle them anymore, and I take the messages and the cards that they choose for me to pick for you. So, here in a minute, I will show you the decks that we are working with today. And again, those that understand, I am on location, so I am not home, so I am not using any of my normal meta messages decks. But we are using Oracle, and today we get to use a dragon deck. So we will be using the dragon energy that comes with that. I'm glad you're doing good, man. That's wonderful. Viviani. Beautiful Viviani. Yeah, I could listen to her talk forever. I love her accent. So far, it's just our normal gems. If you're not subscribed to any of the other ones, we have moderators. If you want or requesting a channel, get with one of the moderators. Those new to the channel, Brother Thomas is the one you reach out to for a meta message. Anyone else in blue, if you need a link, whether it's a link for me, a link for Brother Thomas, or just another channel link, get with anybody in blue. The moderators are on it. They will get whatever link you may possibly need. You're gonna need to speak English if you want me to understand it, because I don't understand I can't read. I can't translate your language. I don't have the ability to translate. So all right, got one more deck to shuffle, and we are ready to start. If anybody makes any donations or whatever, I thank you in advance. Or if you get something off my wish list, I thank you in advance. You'll get a personal thank you, but I thank you in advance now. Alright, so the decks we are using today is the Garden Dragons. We are using Kim Cran's, the Wild Unknown Archetypes. We are using the Green Witch Oracle. We are using the Sacred Self-Care deck, and we are using a Yan deck, an Angel Answer Yan deck. I got it upside down. So those are the decks that I will be receiving meta messages for you guys for today. So, I am ready, Brother Thomas, when you are ready. And remember, the energy of the message comes in paired with a dragon today. So, I can't wait. I can't wait. It is literally my first time even knowing this deck existed. And I'm telling y'all, it is absolutely just the cutest ever. I'm going to have to get it on my wish list. It is so cute. Rishi. Rishi, 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 Rishi. Rishi, are you still here, love? Ellen, good morning. Oh, y'all, look. Look at my cup. Read my cup, y'all. I need Jackie to be here, man. I need Jackie to be here. Y'all start thinking Jackie. Ooh, because I was sure going to be like, Jackie, send me one of them cups. I got one. It's backwards. Ah, well, I don't have any other way to hold it. It's gonna be backwards either way, right? But yes, basically it says "feck off, you fecking gob shit." Until me coffee is done, right? Mm. Yummy, 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 yummy. All right, Reese. All right, these three they want together. They want this one. Oh no, they want two of them. One of this one and your dragon. And I do have the book with the dragon, guys, because like I said, I didn't even know this deck existed, and me and Mosaic were out, and something like we went in there for one thing. Damn it! I'm not kidding you. We went in there for one thing. A deck was not on that list, but it literally walked out with Mosaic, and I am so glad that it did. So we're gonna start right there. So the dragon that comes up for you is the squash dragon. This dragon also brings options. So let's see what else it says. And I believe it even goes in alphabetical order, right? Didn't you say that? Like the dragons are so damn cute, guys. Like they're just adorable. Squash, right? Yes. Probably the bumpiest of all the garden creatures, the squash dragon's wings, tails, and even its claws sport knobby protrusions all over. The dorsal fin has many lumps and bumps instead of a spine, which makes it most unusual. The coloration of the reptile is usually seasoned rather than related to maturity. I love the word seasoned. From green to oranges to yellows, this dragon changes hues depending on the season. It is the only one in its species that is known to do that. The magical meaning here is to remember that your lack of a thick hide. You need to let go of the things that are bothering you. Do you not do this? Do people seem to tread on your feelings all the time? Examine what is really happening, even if every little thing chafes you. You must dive deeper. There is a power within you that you haven't found yet, and the only way to do it is to continue to let other people's opinion rub you the wrong way. You can't control what you or you can't control them or their words, but you can control your own thoughts. So this dragon is here to help you put your thoughts down, whether it comes out of your mouth or out of your hand onto paper. Put your feelings, emotions, and control down. Your opinion matters to you. Don't give away your power by trying to control the other one's opinion about you. So basically, what they're saying is don't care that you are lumpy and bumpy instead of a spine. You obviously don't need a spine to stand up. So remember, and when you need that kind of energy, call in that dragon. The other thing that they want you to understand is that Venom and the Creator together both reside in you. We all have this, right? We have a devil sitting on one shoulder and an angel on the other, so they say, right? We have to understand that the source, the one, the creator that created all the other gods, all the other deities, even the one that you study in your book, right? They were all created by something that is perfect. But perfect understands that perfect never changes. So you need to bring in a little bit of that darkness, right? You have to allow change to come in. Without change, nothing grows, right? Nothing gets stimulated. Everything just becomes the same pattern. So allowing just to know that there is that within you and when to bring it out is what makes you so powerful, right? So hold on to that because the creator is reminding you of this while sending you a dragon that doesn't even have a spine, right? So if this dragon found you, that means you are capable of being just as unique and just as ordinary. And there's something about it that resides within you that is a learning lesson. And your learning lesson is that you understand resentment, resilience, and also patience, right? So you get a cup of tea with this, right? So sometimes when we sit and we meditate, we're doing so much more than meditating, right? What we're not doing is contemplating. Do you understand? Some people, when they sit and they meditate, they're not actually meditating, they're contemplating. They're constantly holding control of them thoughts. They're holding that control of their brain instead of just writing it down and letting it go and allowing the meditation to take over and allowing source and spirit to come in. Without allowing that to actually happen, they aren't giving up the control that they need to receive the resilience, the resourcefulness, and also the patience that is needed. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. So the chance of this opportunity is probably once in a lifetime. So understand that this one time, this very one of a kind dragon is finding you to remind you you don't always need a backbone to stand up. So find out what your strengths are and then use them in your positive growth forward. Something that they want you to meditate on and understand is that some of us do good with a dream journal, right? We can have a journal for anything. We can have a journal for pretty much everything. I mean, if you have a calendar in front of you, it's pretty much a journal, right? If you have a recipe book in front of you, well, that's pretty much a journal too. Whether it's typed out or handwritten, that's kind of just up to you. I mean, there's no rules on it. But if you are creating source books, those are journals. So now you need to create one for your dreams, right? So understand them as what they are. Don't mix your kitchen recipes with your driving instructions. It just doesn't kind of go together. You can't just stir in the pot, right? When you're working on that car out there. So understand them differently, keep them in their place. And I know that was two different things, but understand that they are two different things. When you are dreaming, you are subconsciously in a place that you're not in your conscious mind. You can't be there. You have to stay conscious. You have to stay present. You have to be in the moment to be in the conscious mind. But dreams come from subconscious, right? So take both of them, a daydream, a night dream, but find a dream journal just for them. The other thing they want you to know is there's a peaceful resolution coming. It's just not coming yet, right? So your upper angels have basically stepped in to say that even though you're going through hell, keep going, right? Or what you perceive to be hell, right? I know that sounds crazy, but you have to understand they're building you up for something that you can't begin to understand yet, right? Because you don't understand how to use it yet, but it's coming, right? There is going to be peace within your body. And these upper angels are talking about the body, right? The inner body, the outer body, not the conflict without having come within, right? So this is them coming to you to let you know you yourself are going to find that resolution within yourself and that peace and everything else. It's just not time yet. Sometimes we have to learn to float. And if you're in a place where you're still treading, trying to stay, keep your head above water, the best thing I can tell you is learn to get on your back and float. And you'll literally float your way out of a situation. You just have to let your mind relax your body and float. So understand that this too shall pass. It just has to get the lesson to you the only way it knows how. And that's what I've got for you. It's warm in my onesie. I had my like onesie like unzipped, getting some air because I got a tank top on and shit. But then like the tank top's sitting a little low. So it's like, no, I can't do that. That's too much. All right, tropical. Amanda, you're up, babe. You still here? Tiffany, what's up, Delphi, Daphne, Daphne, Daffy. There's no N. Delphi. Hmm. Is Maruda here? Good morning, Tiffany. Good morning, all you beautiful gems. You know how it goes around here, man. Be grateful because y'all could have been anywhere. And you chose to be here, so I appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. Ooh, I like that. It actually, so when Mosaic got it, like, she wasn't looking at the name. She was just trying to guess the dragon by looking at the dragon, right? And she guessed some of them right. It was pretty cool, but I guessed a couple of them right, but I mean, it was because of how obvious they were. But I will tell you that this is absolutely a fucking deck of just adorable. As a dragon, a mother of dragons, because I birthed dragons, and then my dragons had dragons. So I am a mother of dragons. Yeah, I'm really resonating with this little cute little thing. So the dragon coming in for you, Amanda, is the tomato dragon. And this is about shining, right? So I'm gonna speak to you from like woman to woman kind of thing, right? I see you, right? I see the hustle in you, and I'm not mad about it. All I can tell you is that sometimes we can shine so bright that we forget that there's other people that are capable of that same shine. And when we don't choose to let them shine with us, sometimes we think we're the brightest light, right? So always remember that this kind of dragon has a little bit of fire that can literally light your own butt on fire, so to speak, right? The shiny dragon stands out in a crowd. He is very curious, and his round tip tail regenerates. He is not slim, he is not a lizard, but his tail like whip will get started, and a smart observer will understand and know when to back up because this creature doesn't understand the power within the range of its size. When the tomato dragon shows up or finds you on one sunny day that's yet to come, it's not today because your colors aren't shining bright enough. This friendly little dragon will remind you of when you are not being anything but dull. There is no ordinary about you, and there is no reason to hide the shadows within you. You just haven't learned to spread those wings yet. So there is something very uniquely about you that made this very unique dragon want to find you. Once you connect, the vibrant energy of your world will become ripened. So just remember, this dragon has a tendency to pull back if you start getting that complex, like I'm the brightest light in the light bulbs. Mm-mm. This little guy does not do ego, well, the super ego very well, right? He loves curiosity. So as long as you stay in the innocent part of the ego and pride and curious, this little guy will take you a long, long way and help you learn all of your dull edges so that you can shine them up within. But as soon as you let the power that comes with him get to your ego, and your ego goes from ego, healthy, pride, healthy, curious, healthy, and now it's super everything, and you think you're the brightest light bulb, this little guy will go away. He will not compete. He's not about competition. So remember, it's about building and lifting and not about competition when it comes to hustling. And that is the main thing. Tomatoes are constantly growing, 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 growing. They will not lose their tail. They will simply regenerate a new one. They're not going to take the loss. So constantly remember that some loss is necessary when we have to learn to shine our dull edges. We have to find ways to humble ourselves. And that's what this little guy is about. We don't always see it in the front, we don't always see it in the first. But once we look back at it and then we look at everything that we learned along the way, we begin to see where we had to, oh, now I got to take my ownership right there. So just understand that part. This guy is gung ho, full speed ahead as long as you're in your own lane. And that is nothing but a good, healthy self check. And I myself enjoy them quite a bit. And I took a whole lot of this for myself. So just remember to keep your ego in check. There could be something coming in this week that could challenge that about you. So just make sure that you are controlling you and you're not allowing anyone else's super egos or super prides to challenge you to make you come out of your shell, so to speak. Don't try to cut your tail off, as they say. They want you to understand that the witch in you needs some lavender this week. So maybe if you've got a metaphysical store, or a herb apothecary or something like that that is within a reasonable distance for you to get to, you might go and get you maybe some lavender, some natural, some rough or raw lavender. There is something of you that needs to have self care. That was what comes with lavender. What comes with lavender is tenderness, right? We use tenderness when we put lavender in our bath, or sometimes in our tea, or sometimes in our lotions, or we go get a lavender candle and we light it so that it can just take over and kind of do that tranquility that we need, right? When we can't give it to ourselves. Well, you got to find a way to give it to yourselves, even if you just have to go and get some for yourself and buy it. It's not expensive. You could probably go get um, several ounces, depending on what kind of herb or apothecary they are, for a couple of bucks. And then you would have, you know, as I would measure it, 3 or 4 fingers worth in a bag that could last you a good little while if you use it in a way that, promotes the tranquility instead of just throwing it all out there and kind of letting the cards lay. I think it's more about learning the discipline of it when you need to bring the tranquility in, or sometimes maybe you need to not have so much tranquility and you need to use that option to regrow your tail and maybe stand your ground. Whatever this challenge comes in at, just know that you've got the ability and you've got a dragon that will help stand in your corner with you, as long as you remember that either you're going to eat all your ownership afterwards and show your natural ass, or you're going to show the growth that you have within you, and you're going to find all of those dull edges that need to be shined up, because they're more important on the other side of this, not stroking someone's ego. What's coming in from you from the archetypes part is the forest, right? So we can all get lost in this opportunity, right? We don't understand the concept of being lost until we go into a forest, right? And especially if you don't have a compass or a path and you're just basically letting yourself get lost so that you can kind of find what you lost along the way, so to speak. Use that same frame of mind. Even like the other day, we were walking through the swamps, right? Best damn walk we've done. And we've done walks at the ocean, walks at the bay, walks all over the place. But walking in that swamp, right? Not knowing what's underneath that dark water. Is there an alligator down there? You're not that far from it. I mean, shit, that gator could probably jump up in that damn thing if he wanted to. I didn't let the fear of not being able to see what was under that water or see through the murkiness. And then I respected who I was walking with, and they didn't want to be anywhere in the middle of the swamp, in the middle, as too much past twilight. And I kind of let that sit with me, right? And I kept walking and we kept walking. But as twilight started to approach, I remembered every scary movie I'd ever seen. I started remembering the rational naturally in the brain turns irrational. So remember that concept when even if it is a natured walk or whatever, get out there, use the ability of the darkness, understanding that you're on this path, you're going forward on that path, regardless of the time of day, whether it's daylight or twilight, but you're using it to build strength within yourself. Even if you just need a good, healthy walk, to go for a walk, to build up strength for whatever reason, because like some of us, like it's part of my doctor stuff, right? Like I'm suggested to go for a walk at least 4 times a week because it builds up strength. I don't have a lot of strength. I have vertigo. I have a lot of things that keep me in a seated position most of the time, right? And I can't do real long walks because I didn't have my rollster anymore. But then now I've got my rollster, so I need to get back out there and I need to start building up that strength, right? I need to start being able to trust my legs instead of know that, well, I can walk across the parking lot, but then my legs might give out. Yesterday, perfectly fine walking through the store. I'm holding a glass jar of something. I don't even remember what it was now. And my hand just literally gave out. And thank God, or cheese. It was a like a cheese whiz or something. Thank God it's like triple blown or some shit, or I would have had a hell of a mess to clean up, right? So our body gives us signs when we need to strengthen things. So I need to get back into shuffling cards because believe it or not, it's therapeutic for me because I don't have a lot of hand control, right? So if I can't even hold a jar without my hand literally just dropping it and I'm going, oh my God, I need to build my strength. So I'm going to take a little bit of this and we're going to share this message. Amanda, you are a good person. I understand that sometimes even us strong people, we have days we don't want to be strong. I don't want to be strong. I don't want to do that shit. But whatever it is, do not, and I repeat, you can't give in. You can't give in to the shadow. You can't give in to the darkness. That is the super ego. That is the super pride. You can't give into that. You have to stay present. You have to stay current. So find the way. You know the way. We don't always want to do the damn way, but you have to find the way. Your upper angels say take action right now. Like if you wait till tomorrow, you miss a golden opportunity. If you wait 5 hours from now, you're missing an opportunity to do something that only can better you. Don't have to better me. It ain't got to better Tom, Dick, or Harry or the cat down the road, but it has to better you. And you can't keep accepting it or expecting it to keep hitting detours. Well, yeah, it's not going to pass you by, but every time it sits at a detour, guess what? It loses strength. It loses the vibration that it needed to match you so that you could actually embrace whatever it is. And I think a lot of it has to do with meditation and building up your awareness to something. So even if something is trying to get your attention, this is a clear sign right now that your upper angels need you to stop, pay attention, and start taking actions that really truly help you understand there's something that's triggering you. And this dragon is going to be the one to point it out because he's going to be there and then he's not. And then he's going to be there and then he's not. And what you need to figure out is what actually in you are you not accepting or seeing because you're so programmed to doing it. You're so comfortable with doing it. You've got to break those comfort zones. Believe it or not, they're not a good place to be. So understand it, recognize it, and take some action. And that's what I've got for you, babe. Rossi! Rossi! I love you, baby. So I ate a little bit of barbecue sauce over the weekend. My throat does not hurt, but there's a little scratch going on. But that's okay. We're going to push through it. All right, Jazz. Jazz, Sharon, Denise, Rossi. Last call. Okay. Jazz, are you here, babe? All right. All right. Oh. Oh, okay. Ow, ow. Ooh. Ugh. Ouch. Damn it, why do they call it the funny bone? I don't know why they call it the funny bone. Dun, 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 Rossi, they better stop hiding me. Look, y'all see my cup? Look at my cup. Y'all know. If you know, you know. Like, I am obsessed with coffee cups, right? And apparently it's backwards, so it says feck off, you feckin' gobshite. uh, yeah, YouTube is, like, YouTube's been, like, making all my videos private, and I can't figure out why. I understand it's something about the watch hours. I guess I'm at the hours that are, um, whatever that, I don't know. I'm not monetized, and I will never be monetized. If I ever get anything, it's because you guys send it to me. You chose to send it to me. Your team tells you send me something. Your guides say, "Hey, bless her with something." That's the only way I get something. If you guys don't do that, I don't charge for my readings. I don't. I ain't built like that. So, look, I don't know why YouTube is being ridiculous with me, but they're being literally ridiculous with me. But I'm okay with that. All right, so we are starting with the star fruit dragon. So the star fruit dragon is about understanding moderation. All right. So here is your dragon, and your number one keyword is moderation. I hate that it's backwards, guys, but I'm telling you, he's the cutest little shit ever. He's pretty damn cute. All right, the part that it wants me to get you to understand is the appearance that he's looking for. Starfruit dragon is the most curious in his structure. His tail, being five angled, has an expansion and an attitude to produce a bulb on the end. He will also help you mature. As the reptile grows with you, his tail will mature. His coloration will dazzle you with displays of gold and washes of green. Even the small little spine that he has will turn a golden brown. His magic wings will mimic the ridges and tails of dragons before him. Everywhere you look, though, you will see the number 5 in his points. 5 points everywhere: ears, nose, eyes, tail, spine. Remember, 5 is his number. Now, what I can tell you about the body: 5 is so damn good. I know that in tarot, you hear the 5 and you run, you're going, what? Yeah, no, that is within you, right? You're either at 5 in your head, or you're 5 in your heart, or you're 5 in reality. Come on now. We can't do anything but grow from a 5. But when you think about a 5 spiritually, when you think about a 5 coming in with the power of a dragon, you have to understand that it represents the entire body. We are one torso and 4 appendages, so making us 5. So 5 represents our temple, our body, the building not made of man, right? This organic structure, this temple that we carry with us. What we will be doing together is that there is a tale of 2 brothers that grew from the star fruit dragon. It will punish one for greed and reward the other for moderation. So remember, this will apply into every part of your let me say. This will apply to every part of your life. Mm. I'm just gonna let you sit with that for just we just gonna take 10 on that, right? Mm-hmm. Hmm. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. You know, I love when I get to understand the messages a little bit deeper, because I have to understand that although that dragon didn't find me, it found you. Get a little excessive. Okay, I said it. There's my ownership. I can get a little excessive with shit, right? Because I feel like, oh my god, I don't have that though. hmm. Wee. I'm gonna need a dragon like that to find me. Be sure that you understand that every habit that you have will be checked. If you are overindulging anywhere, this dragon will make sure that you begin underindulging immediately. Everything from your finances to the zipper, to the ground, to the mind, to the hard work that you work, everything will be examined by this dragon, innerly and outwardly. You must overcome and control and learn to use your good sense. This golden little creature will bring that ability to you, even if there is consequences first. It is up to you where the energy will ride. Mm, that's pretty damn deep. That's pretty damn deep because I am not one that understands moderation. I don't even like saying the word apparently moderation very well. So I'm going to take a little bit of that. We're going to share a little bit of this together. So when we think about what's coming in with our wild unknown, the archetype of what's going on within or possibly coming our way this week, we have. See, I need Maruta to be here. So it's an Anima Mundi. Anima Mundi. I don't know if you guys can say that or not. So we have that coming in, and I'm going to go ahead and read on that one. Even though I do use this deck a lot, I don't get. There's been a couple of them that I've had to be like, wait, why exactly is it saying that? Like, I know the deck well. Y'all know I got the deck at home, so I use it all the time, especially in our shadow work, right? And then we have the Father coming in. So what you have to understand is this isn't. You can absolutely take it as Father, Source, whatever, but this isn't of that. Mm-mm. This is that father energy, that male energy within us, right? That grandfather energy, that strong, stable energy. And with you understanding that five is going to find you, it makes a lot of sense that five would come in with father energy because of how protective some fathers and grandfathers are. We tend to understand that there's also an iron hand there involved with that, right? When they're basically there's a song, it's called Daddy's Hands or something like that. It's an old song, but it comes in the mind of when you're doing right, you're not under indulging or overindulging. You're right there in the middle. You're right, you're in that healthy amount of whatever it is, window shopping, um, walking, eating, working, playing, everything, making sure that you're doing it appropriately for you and your lifestyle. You start understanding that there's a lot of masculine energy that comes with standing your ground, right? Because if we don't stand for something, we're always going to fall for something, right? So we have to put discipline in ourselves. We have to put moderation within ourselves. We have to understand that whatever the reason that the father energy is coming in, it's coming in simply to remind us to stand for why we are saying no to something, or finding that itch is already scratched and something that you may already have, and you just need to understand and go back and learn the lesson that you learned when you were feeling that itch in the first place. So use that father energy, that protection, to go inwardly into yourself and find out just exactly why you need to maybe have a little bit more of that male energy coming in while you learn to find your own moderations within your own FOMO. And I mean, we all have FOMO. Come on now, we have to be honest about it. We can't. We got to take our own moderation. Um, we can set limits and goals for ourselves, and then somehow, some way, life exceeds that, and then we have to dial back or pull back or push back. Then we have to start setting new boundaries because now even that is on a curve, and now everything is blurry. So just get rid of the blurry lines and learn to use that fatherly energy for the stance of having the protection and knowing that you're standing for yourself. Now let's see, Animunde, or however you say that, which I'm sure I am saying it wrong, but that is okay. Dun 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 dun. I don't even know where it's at in the book. Oh, of course. So it's guides. So yeah, okay. So we're gonna go all the way to the back. All right. So this is basically about the soul of the world, right? So this is understanding to embrace that the animunde, however we say it, is available anytime, any place, anywhere to anyone, day or night, rich or poor. It is the process of unveiling our resistance to the unconscious, right? So, this is that unconditional love, that unconditional faith, that unconditional everything, right? They don't do anything in moderations or conditions up there, right? Everything is just done. It's just done, right? It's not worried or thought that they might not have enough to do it. That's not the thing. It's done the exact same way, unconditionally. When they accept it, they accept it. And I think maybe sometimes we struggle with that as humans because we put all these other emotions into it that man has made valid. When in reality, it's not. It's really this when you break it down, and then you find out that your life is a lot more easier when you're not worried about trying to fit in to a society that is broken. Understanding this card, and then it says the name again that I can't say, is the energy behind the world you live in. It's behind the world card in the tarot deck, and they both carry the theme of unity, universal unity, unconditional completeness, and unconditional embracing. So you have to get unconditional within yourself, right? You can't hide a part of you and say that it doesn't exist or it didn't happen, out of sight, out of mind. None of that is valid in a world that we live in right now. Them shadows will be valid, or you will live them again. So, whatever it is that you maybe could be overcompensating and doing in excess, the universe has decided that's not the answer for you anymore. So, therefore, this dragon is coming in because you yourself need discipline. There's nothing wrong with self discipline, there's nothing wrong with becoming a master of yourself. You can't master yourself if you do not have self discipline, if you do not stand for something that grows with you. The witch says, embrace the fog, embrace the feelings, embrace it all. There's something that is called family, and whether it is your birth family or the created family that you have, there's something that comes with family that a lot of people don't see, and that is power. And that is power to know that you have a sister that you can call, a brother, a niece, a nephew, a mom, a grandma, a dad, a grandpa. You have family, you have friends, you have people that are going to be going through it with you. So embrace the fog, allow those feelings to come in, allow you to go through all of the yuck. You can't relive it, so you don't have to worry about it actually physically happening to you again because you've already lived it. It's a part of your history. So stop denying that it happened, embrace it, and then find a way to turn it into strength that you didn't know you were capable of. Your upper angels say that a year from now, romance will find you. Now, is that with a man or a woman? Probably, but hell, I don't know, and we are not trying to predict the future. But there is a chance for the romance to be within yourself, right? So your upper angels are literally saying that a year from now, if you do this work, if you do this shadow work right now, if you start working on yourself, on your temple, you could possibly be blessed with finding something that is seeing you unconditionally. Maybe you see the world unconditionally and no one ever has seen you unconditionally, and they throw all of your judgment and your fake and all the wrong choices that you make. They love to throw it back in your face. Well, you know what? That's their problem, not yours. They didn't get to pick up your trash just to throw it back in your face. That's part of shadow work, and you've got to get them people out of your life. So remember, the process will always repeat until you completely break the cycle of you. It's not easy to go through shadow work, and it's definitely not fun. As a shadow worker, understand that there are those of us that have been through some pretty lousy parts of life. And we came out of it on the other side so that we could help other people recognize the patterns and break them. because that's a beautiful blessing to know that your angels see something that in a year from now that will go by so fast by Valentine's Day next year, you could literally have the most epic soulmate love of your life or the hottest weekend in Italy. I don't know, but it's up there. Destiny is written for all of us, but without action, we won't get to experience it. So I can't wait to see what a year of you changing looks like. That's what I've got for you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Mm. It's quite warm. Ooh, it's quite warm. All right. Man behind the curtain. I was reading on jazz. I believe it was jazz. And I know he gave me the list, but I've already forgotten who the list was, guys. So I'll just give Man Behind the Curtain a second here, and he'll let me know who's next. And other moderators, they're dropping links down for channels, for donation links, or wish lists. So if you guys did make a donation, or if you went on my wish list, I thank you in advance. Man behind the curtain. I can't touch my screen, y'all, because I'm like not on my computer. I'm also on my phone. And every time I touch my screen, I end up timing someone out or kicking them out of my channel. And I'm not trying to do that if they didn't earn it. It does happen. But if you didn't earn it, I ain't trying to do it. Okay. Man behind the curtain. Where are we at? Rossi, who's next on the list? Can you go back up and read who was next on the list? My glasses are fogging up. I need some air. It's hot, y'all. It's hot. It's hot. Ouch. Um, Kaylee, you'll have to get with Thomas Tarot your way. I don't know who's on the list or how many slots are left on the list. You'll have to get with him. Oops, I kicked my stand. Ooh, I am hot, y'all. I can't turn the fan on because I need the light. Okay, what is going on? I think I just did jazz, so let me see. I can't. Oh, it's moving. Okay, y'all. Somebody's got to tell me what's going on. I can't. It's way up there, and I can't see the list. And my chat is not moving, and I cannot see what's going on here. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, give me a minute here. Work with me. Sharon. Sharon, are you here? I think Sharon, Miles is saying Sharon was on the list. I remember Sharon being on the list, he says. So, Sharon, are you here? I don't know what's going on with my chat. I don't see it moving or touching. Make sure y'all doing all the YouTubey things and all that good stuff for me. is hot. It's been up in the upper 70s, almost 80s here in Florida. I love it. My skin is like, but I love it. I love the warmer weather. Okay. Is, is my chat not moving at all? What is going on here? And I can't go out and come back in. Alright. Who's in? I can't even see my chats moving at all. I don't know what's going on here. Mo, are you still in chat?
No.
Oh. I don't know. My chat isn't moving. I don't see anybody. I don't know what's going on.
Let me look.
Dun, 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 dun.
So is that Sharon? Is that you, Sharon?
Is she there? I can't see.
Yes, she's there.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, I can't see chat anymore, and I don't know who. I don't know what's going on with my.
Sharon is there.
Okay, Rossi, I just got your text. Thank you for that.
Me too.
I literally just got Rossi's text. Other than that, without you and Rossi right now, my chat's not even moving. My screen is like I'm not frozen. I can see me moving, but my chat is frozen. It's not even moving. So I don't even know what's going
Okay,
on.
so look. Take my phone. I muted you, and you can see the chat on my phone. Maybe if that'll help.
Oh, okay. Well, I can try it that way.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta give me a second here. I missed a bunch of conversations, so for those that I forgot, I dearly apologize. But my chat, and I'm not gonna like put two phones together, but yeah, this one's moving. Mine is not. The last one I have is thank you, Rossi. That's literally the last chat that's on my thing, and it's not moving. So, all right, Sharon. All right, let me move you. All right. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, so Sharon O'Brien. Lucky Clover Dragon. Luck. Oh, I love it. And I'm drinking out of my Irish cup. I absolutely love it. All right. So, little Lucky here. Little Lucky. Okie doke. This petite little dragon has the most unusual wing colorization. He has stripe patterns that double back onto one another, creating a mesmerizing Celtic knot effect. Oh, I kind of do see that going on right there. I love that. The emerald green upper body is set off by the yellow gold underbelly. Every other distinct marking of his uh, fort, mm, fortuitous, well, of this little creature's tail is the shape of a four-leaf clover. Many dragons and children have been startled by seeing him when they pull the wrong clover. When you think it's a four-leaf clover and you pull his tail. I love it. All right. The magic that he will be helping you with. Expect things to start just going your way once the luck dragon comes to find you. From then on, you'll understand if he looks to be muzzled or frailed up, the four leaf is actually three, and this is just a stunt on the universe part for your greed. Remember that these little guys aren't always here for fun and games, right? So they are happy little reminders of sometimes when we get too much, there's even too much of a good thing, right? You can't always have everything you want. But every need that you ever need will be supplied. Hmm. Me and a couple of my friends were talking about greed this weekend. It was real heavy in most of the conversations with people that I had over the weekend. They're really starting to see it in ways they never saw it before, and then they're looking at their self and they're disappointed in their self like it was always there. Hmm. No matter how far in history they go back or how far they go back in their own history that they lived through. Boy, greed, boy, it's just there in the forefront. So remember that you are absolutely entitled to every need that you need, no matter how you need it, no matter.
Sorry, just dismiss it.
But when you are Ten of Pentacles kind of moment and you know you have too much, you know you do, because it was perfect at the 9, right? Absolute perfect. But then you took in that last little bit just because of greed. Well, now, this is where you have the best opportunity. You get to keep just what you need and you get to give the rest away. It's the giving away, it's the paying it forward that honors and balances that 10 of Pentacles out when you really deep dive that 10 of Pentacles, because it's when you get to the 10 of Pentacles that you realize, I should have stopped at the 9. It's not the cups, it's not the emotion. It's okay to have a cup runneth over in emotions, but not when it comes to that Pentacles, right? Not when it comes to the just part of life. So enjoy your luck dragon. For all of those needs that you need, they are going to find you with this dragon. You may feel a little bit in your feelings. You may really want something. And no matter how bad you want it, somebody's going to come right behind you, beside you, right in front of you, and they're going to take it. They're going to have the best bid, the quickest hand movement. Oh, you got to be quicker than that. Remember that damn Geico commercial where he's dangling a dollar out there? You got to be quicker than that. So understand it for exactly what it is. Stop playing with it. Don't do it. Take care of them needs, and this is a sure sign that if you take care of those needs and not the wants, you'll understand things a whole lot differently, but you won't need anything. Not a damn one of your needs will be needing. You won't even need to attend to them because you'll have what you need, and what you need needs you, and you need it. So it's tending to you, you are tending to it. You are taking care of home, and home is taking care of you. You can always upgrade it. That's the best part. You can upgrade those needs. You'll never be able to upgrade a want because you're always just going to want and want and want, and the want is going to grow, and then it's going to become so metastasized, it's going to be unbearable. You're going to get brokenhearted because of those expectations. Stop with the expectations and just start living. As long as those needs are met, the wants seem to find you along the way, and they are the deal of a lifetime. You'd be like, I ain't walking away from that. I don't even need it, but I'm not walking away from that. The universe blessed me with this. This gift found me. There's a way to step differently when you know that your needs are met. I don't have to worry about the wants anymore. When I'm ready, they'll be ready, and we'll find each other in the weirdest, damnedest places to work on those needs. They also want you to understand, and you got the same card I got this morning, because this morning I felt the need. I don't usually read on myself, and I'm not one to go in and jump in chats and be like, I need to read. Now I will play whack-a-troll, or I will sit back and I will listen. Most people on YouTube call it lurking. I call it listening, right? Because I'm not only just listening, I'm hearing what resonates, and I'm taking it all in, no matter who's saying it or where it's coming from, whether they are my co-worker on YouTube or they're just a random channel that YouTube recommended and I wanted to see if it was worth the recommendation, right? So pay attention. It doesn't matter who the messenger is. It's the message that counts, right? So you got Pilgrim, right? I got Pilgrim. Well, that's an okay thing, right, Sharon? There's nothing wrong with Pilgrim. Why? Because it is about traveling. It is about the wanderer. It is about knowing that all that are wandering are not lost. There's nothing wrong with picking up and starting all over and not knowing anything about what is to come. That's that expectation part, right? If you remove that part of it, it turns everything into a blessing. I wasn't expecting that, but well, I'm not going to say no. I wasn't expecting that either, but I ain't saying no. That's the best part of it, right? And then you have to learn that discipline part where everything now the universe is like, yep, the needs are perfect, the needs are perfect, the needs are perfect, the needs are perfect. So let's throw some wants at her and let's see if she's got that discipline, if she's got that moderation. So trust me, I'm taking a little bit of all of this. But they also want you to write a gratitude list, right? Part of self care is not realizing what we take for granted. Hmm. Now, you can get pretty deep with this, right? Because as somebody that's had 8 aneurysms, somewhere around 15 brain surgeries, having to learn how to walk, talk, put sentences together, I still some days struggle. I make little personal jokes to myself, like my brain ain't braining, I've got brain fog, and I've got all these real things going on in this brain, right? I found out that when I was laying in that bed and I couldn't walk and I couldn't talk, I couldn't go outside, I couldn't let the sun touch my skin. I couldn't enjoy just walking into the kitchen. I took for granted so many things and I started finding a way for me to get real grateful. Grateful for hands that can talk because I like to talk with my hands and I like to move my hands and I like to sling cards even though they're not mine so I can't sling them. I like moving my hands. I like moving my feet even though I have a lot of issues and my body doesn't always agree with me and I don't take advantage of when my body is having a good day anymore. Because some days my day starts out great and then guess what? My body starts crashing on me. And then I can't do anything, guys. I can't productively be a part of my own life because there's so many other things going on. But I don't forget to be grateful for what I did get to experience. Because guess what? There's some of us that don't get to experience it. So, like I said, for me, this would get really deep. It would be something that maybe I should talk about in shadow work. And I'll be bringing that back here real soon for all of my gems because we all need it. I need it more than you guys will ever know because I heal so much with you guys. But the other thing that comes in, for me, the acorn sticks out, and I have kind of got this thing with acorns. But you got tree. I got tree. I got tree and pilgrim this morning, and you got tree and pilgrim this morning. So the deeper part of this is understanding that the tree is about also the seedlings, right? That's why there's an acorn there, because without the seedling, the acorn can, or the tree can't reproduce. It can't grow strong, solid roots and take grounding and weather every storm the universe throws at them, no matter how bad the hurricane is, no matter how bad the tsunami is, no matter how bad the earthquake is, the volcano, no matter what it is, the roots are going to hold that tree. And it's an organic substance, just like me, just like you. So remember that when you are structurally destructuring yourself and ripping yourself apart to understand greed and what is gratitude to you. And then remember every stitch when you stitch yourself back together the way you want to be seen, the way you want to be heard, the way you want to be understood instead of misunderstood or over understood. No, when you're completely transparent with everyone and you're the same person everywhere you go, no matter where you go, you take all of you with you because that's all you've got. So you have to be the best version of you every single moment, even on your bad days and you're grumpy and on the really good days and you're bouncing off the wall. You have to understand that all of you is you. And learning that is the best part of learning the pilgrim, the roamer, the wanderer within all of us. The upper angels say that in the near future, you're going to learn trust on a different level. And again, you can take this for trust for the world, trust for the universe, for your faith. You can take it for whatever, but I'm taking this message personally for you, and I feel like they're talking about you, right? Talking about the inner you, the inner us. Learning to trust this. Learning to master this. When we don't trust things and we let rational fear become irrational, we take trust from ourselves, right? Because we build up these things that we have that we don't actually need until we realize, well, I really overreacted, didn't I? I didn't trust me in the situation. Hmm. In the near future, your upper angels want you to know that trust will be the only thing that you have. For me, mine is hope. So, if yours is trust, I willingly give trust. You got to trust the man at the gas register, at the grocery store, the one that's cooking your fries at McDonald's, at the fast food, at the restaurant, the man delivering your shit. To me, trust is so weirdly misunderstood, right? I understand trust a whole lot differently than a lot of people do, right? They, oh no, you got to earn trust. No, see, in my world, you have to earn loyalty and longevity and shit that roots are made of, right? Humans don't surprise me anymore. I'm just like, wow, I didn't see it coming from him, but everything and anything is possible from anyone. So, all I can tell you is that in the near future, your upper angels see a possibility for you to grow a whole bunch and understand trust a whole lot differently than you possibly understand it right now today. And that's the message I've got for you. All right, now I have to look at this other phone, y'all. Hold on one second here. LNR. Yeah, see, my chat still hasn't moved. It still says Ellen. Thank you, Rossi. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my chat. That's crazy, right? Janet Lee, hello. Grand Rising. Gray. Mousy, hey. Yeah, sorry, meta messages. I don't do personal. Sometimes if it's a like a burning desire kind of thing going on, sometimes the meta message will maybe circle around some seeing it differently. It's happened a couple of times that way. So sometimes it's a possibility if you're looking at it open mindedly or open heartedly. But if you're kind of stuck in a box or looking at things one way and realizing that it took four walls to build that roof and not one wall, and you're hitting the same wall, then the meta message usually will pick up on that and it will show you another way. So if you made the list, keep your question going maybe in the back of your mind and then just see what the meta message has to say, because usually Shakina, Metatron, and Miles, they're pretty accurate on their very personal hand appointed ones. Now, after the hand appointed ones are done, and then I just start doing like collective messages, that's a different type of situation, but I don't know if we're going to reach that today. So, All right. Sharon, what's Sharon's? Okay. You're very welcome, Sharon. Ellen, you are here. All right. And again, I tell you with much love, I can't see my phone because it's not acting right. But if anybody did make a donation to my PayPal or Chime or Wishlist, thank you very much. All right. Ellen was up. Okay. So her dragon, upper. Go here first. Go here first. Okay, you want both of them, and then this one. Okay. All right, so they want me to start with your dragon. All right, so you get the corn dragon, which is about friends. Oh, I absolutely love that. Although I can't stand candy corns, and I've been painting this weekend, y'all. So I have paint all over my nails. Y'all know me. I'm a nail fetish, and my nails never look like this. But anyway, I've been painting, so don't judge my nails. But anyway, pay attention to the message. Not them dirty fingernails. Well, they're not dirty. It's paint. They're stained. I need to get some acetone going. Look at that. I hate candy corns, but if that's not the cutest place to put a candy corn, I don't know what is. Nope, it's all good. Life is just, and it goes on. So anyway, it's about friends, right? And I guess candy corn does kind of bring friends together because you think about celebrations or carnivals, and you think about all the good things and Halloween, and I love Samhain. So I do understand the concept of candy corn. I just think that candy corn itself is disgusting, and I don't like the waxy kind of taste to it. So that's just me. The key word for me is friends. Hello. I appear knobby, yellow, and I have a thick hide. I am easily recognized by my mature corn candy tail. I have something triangle, yellow, orange, and white that I carry with me to let you know that I'm a dragon, but I am also a white tipped dragon, and I have a dorsal spine for a very sharp, hard spike. If you would like to catch me and examine me, please remember that my wings only looked silly and soft. They are very capable and have blades within. I am a creature and I can use those wings as and for protection. Hmm. Never mind, I like your tail. I'm just kidding. I think I like your tail. Don't cut me. Ooh, you see that'd be karma coming right back, being like, and I get a little paper cut or something. I'll be like, yep, I had that coming, didn't I? I take it back. You're cute. Oh, I take it back. Okay, now let's see. What are we gonna do together, or what are y'all gonna do together? I have come to find you to remind you that community and family are what sustain us. Be ready for growth in that area, even if you're struggling. Once I find you and when I arrive with every kernel that I am created with, we will tackle it together. I will not leave your side until you receive mutual support within yourself and them. So it is important that you figure out right now who shall receive the nurturing, who will you grow with, who is deserving of that relationship, regardless of who they are, friend, foe, or family. You have to realize who is worthy to grow with you, who really, really, really screwed up. But there is so much potential that they can't see within themselves, and I give them a chance to grow with me. Otherwise, I ain't gonna keep taking the L and you ain't even trying, right? We can't do this tit for tat no more. So if at any point whether you're playing dodgeball, uh tit for tat, chess, checkers, if you're playing any of them games with any of them people, leave them right where the hell they are. Get checkmate and get the fuck out. Do not continue to play these games with these people. It doesn't matter who they are. Let them continue to think they're playing a game. Put that motherfucker on autopilot and let him sit over there and go. mm, 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 mm. Remember, you know when someone has something and when someone doesn't have something. And if they are steady only playing a game with you, mm-mm, It's time for them to see the door. You know what I mean? I bet you do. So what they want you to understand is you're going to be rebuilding something, and it literally starts this spring. You ain't getting no other time. You ain't gonna get next spring. You ain't gonna get in 5 years, springs from now. No how, no way. It's time right now. It is time right now to rebuild and awaken for a rebirth. Yep. This deck is definitely. Yeah, I got a couple decks going on the wish list. Yeah, buddy. You, me, all of us, anybody that it resonates with. But right now, I'm speaking directly to you. What I want you to understand is we all got to do it. You ain't alone. You have to do it for you. You have to want to do it. You have to need it more than the wants. Whether you're ready or not, come spring, the universe is going to make sure that it happens. So you might as well let Persephone and all of those gorgeous little goddesses that a lot of people choose not to work with because they are the lower level. That doesn't mean they are lower in importance. But when Persephone rises, the whole planet wakes the hell up. So maybe people should understand you maybe the same way. So let Persephone inspire you to know come that first day of spring, I will walk. Everything will begin to regrow, rebuild, and rebirth. You ain't getting near other chance. So start now so that you're prepared. Because come spring, it's coming. Changes are coming, baby. And I ain't mad about it. Substainer is some of the archetype that they really want you to understand. And once you understand that you only have to sustain this part of you, doesn't matter what's going on out here, right? As long as the needs fit in this little box, that makes you, for one, not polluting, not overpopulating, not over trashing, overdoing any of the other bad that you could possibly should have and was doing as you bring the new you out. Right? The new you has all of these things. All of me fits in this. My needs, they come first. Me, I'm at the top of my pay list every single month when it comes to bills. I see me as a bill. Point blank, period. Now, of course, when you live on this amount of income and that's all you have because you can't afford anything else, you learn moderation differently. So put you up there. Find out that you 10% every single month. Then put that up. Don't touch that money. Grow with that money. Find your ways. It doesn't necessarily have to be of monetary value. It can be something that you see as valuable and worthy to you. And allow it to grow. Watch it grow. Find your needs. Make sure that they fit you. They are not, you know, bring reality in. Not the reality of the universe. Just the part that you sustain, just the part that you can control, that you are responsible for. Empty some of the room, right? Emptying the empty room isn't about literally having nothing, right? It's about understanding that sometimes you have to declutter. Sometimes you have to start over. You have to have a clean slate, a clean canvas. And you can't do that if all of this is taking up all of the room and you don't have room to put positive, reinforced growth, good memories in, right? So take that square and make sure that they understand and they go together, right? Make sure that you understand that you aren't doing it to make you look or seem little. You are sustaining you so that you can sustain you, so that the rest of it can be filled with positive growth instead of worrying about all the other energy that is going on. Now, in a lot of people's worlds and a lot of people's ways, and if you open the book, it absolutely does not say that. But what I am telling you is what I'm channeling and what they are telling me to tell you. That's why it fell the way that it fell. If you learn to put those needs first, all that other noise, all those other distractions This is that Two of Pentacles moment. If we really deep dive that Two of Pentacles, you're going to find that you are the Two of Pentacles. You can literally, you have all this open space. You just have to remove the distractions. Now, everything is neatly tucked in, and you don't have to worry about the needs because the needs are met. And you have all the distractions gone. You have a clean slate. You have an opportunity here to put things there intentively, things that help you grow. They don't have to make sense, and it doesn't have to make sense to anyone but you. And that's the best part of it. So, spring is going to be very inquisitively busy, it sounds like. The other thing that they want you to understand is that an abundance in planning is going to be a strong helper for you as you continue to grow and get closer to spring. You may have an extensive to do list for yourself, for your home, for your temple, for yourself, and your family. But remember that you will do it with extensive advanced planning. I am not one that can plan. I don't do all of that very well because when things go left, it tends to break my heart, right? So I tend to live the other side of life, but that's the best part of people being different, but it all working out the way it's supposed to. So maybe it is time for you to find out if you are one of those types of people that need to have it planned. And if you do, then now start getting in that practice and find out the benefits that it brings into your life. Your upper angels are saying that it is a perfect time right now to start improving your health as well, right? We all have little things that we need to work on within ourselves as we get older, right? We tend to find out that what we thought was, oh, I'm not going to do that when I get older. And then we got older and we're like, oh, this is worse than I thought it was. Arthur is not my friend. I used to laugh at Arthur when I saw him going after, my older ones that I love so much, right? Well, now Arthur is totally kicking my ass because I was a bully to him as younger. Anyway, long story short, spring is going to make some serious changes in your life, and you're even going to want to improve your physical health. So, whatever little changes you can start now because the upper angels are telling you without any question, perfect time right now. Right now, not next Monday, right? Next Monday, you will have looked back and said, "Well, man, it takes like 10 minutes. I didn't have 10 minutes." I bet you have more than that. You just have to start somewhere. But it's a perfect time right now to start improving your health and start working on the little things so that you can start having the little things eventually add up to one big thing that is much improved. And that's what I've got for you. All right, gotta look at this thing here now. Sorry. Maruta Jane. All right, let's see. Dum 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 dum. Oh man, you're down here, Denise. Where you at? I'm in Florida too. Happy birthday. Yeah, I can't see my chat, you guys. Like it's not working. It's not working. So thank you, Mosaic, for letting me use your phone. All right. Was there anybody else? Ooh, I'm glad, Ellen. So I can't really look. I guess I need to look up so that I'm actually looking up. I need a refill. Can I get a refill? I need a refill. Man, y'all. So while I'm trying to see if there's anyone else on the list, hey y'all, did anybody watch the halftime? So I was completely hypnotized by fire yesterday. I got to build like a fire pit campfire. So I was completely hypnotized for hours. I mean hours. I I I enjoyed every freaking moment of it. So I missed the halftime. And then when I found out who did the halftime, I was quite sick with myself. I mean, come on, Kendrick Lamar. Oh yes. Oh yes. Tiffany. I mean, I'm not here to brag or boast. I mean, that man is got talent dripping off of him. His words have so much power, and he puts them in the most gorgeous metaphors. And as someone that speaks in metaphors and similes, yummy is the way all I can say. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, all right, Tiffany, are you still here, love? Tiffany. I didn't watch the Super Bowl either, Mousy. I was hypnotized by a fire pit. Hypnotized. I know we've been on for a minute. Tiffany, are you here? If not, we will do a countdown. And who was after Tiffany, Brother Thomas? I know he did, Rossi. That is all I've heard, and he has crawled under a lot of people's skin, and I like it. I like it. Okay, Mousy. I don't see Tiffany, so Mousy. I just saw Mousy's comment. I'll do Mousy, and then I don't know who is next, but if she don't show up, I might have to end because Gerald's on y'all, and y'all know I don't. I've been on here for a minute, so I need to go ahead and end it. All right, let's do Mousy, and then I'll look back at chat. All right. All right, Mousy, your dragon is the cranberry dragon, prosperity. If he ain't just the cutest little thing ever, he is gorgeous. All right, cranberry, coconut, cherry, celery, carrot, cantaloupe, broccoli. Wait, where did I miss cranberry at? Cantaloupe, carrot, celery, cherry, coconut. Oh, I guess I maybe went the wrong way. Coffee, corn, cranberry. I went the wrong way. Go on. All right. All right. So it's about prosperity, right? My color coloration is one of the most vivid to be observed in our species. With my crimson underbelly, my my type of animal is easily identified with its pine green back markings with berry-like red nodules, every evenly spaced along the backside and my rib side. My dorsal spine is typically green with needle-like points from my head to my shoulder, as you see marked. I have long green and red spikes. The sharper, the smaller. The smaller, the sharper. These will appear along the tail. They will appear at one's feet when they have stepped on me. Mm. Once I find you, I will fly into your garden and into your life, and I bring a very juicy reward with me. Remember how capable you are right now, because once my berries enter your life, everything will increase and become more and better, and you will have more success than you've ever had. more good fortune, and more cool downs will be waiting to spruce up your life. Someone or something may be actively working against you to help you when I am spiked. Other than that, know that the people in your life are actively working to help you gain and grow. Those that are in your life when I am not spiked up. So understand me in abundance and prosperity, but remember me, I have spikes. Hmm. Okay. All right. So they can be a little tart, right? I think that's what he's ultimately trying to say. So remember, they can get a little tart. The other thing they want you to understand is the soil beneath your feet, right? Is stability and simplicity. Sometimes it literally is about simplifying our life, and it does seem like a few of the messages have kind of linked that way today. So sometimes just literally cleaning out those weeds that are growing in our garden, growing in our roots, makes us a healthier foundation because we don't have the weeds down there taking our water, our air, our growth, our room that we could use to nourish our body, to flourish our mind, and also to help us stretch out and grow ourselves. If we're not fighting and competing with things, we don't have to worry about them in our way and stunting us along the way. They want you to understand that sometimes the cave, that hibernation, that hermit mentality is needed, right? Sometimes we need isolation, and that is a good thing. Like, we don't want to get spiked, so to speak, right? So remember, if somebody kind of bites at you the wrong way, or you feel like somebody has got their claws at you or their talons, that could literally be him letting you know he is about to spike someone. So remember that as you are learning to grow with your dragon. Understand that if he senses anything malice, deceitful, despiteful, cunning, conniving, any of that, he's going to spike them to keep them or mark them so that you recognize them, right? So pay attention. If all of a sudden somebody is a little different, pay attention to that change. That change is very important. That's the most important part. They also want you to maybe get out there and do some kind of ritual with the moon. There is a synchronicity that happens with the moon, right? Our cycles and all parts of our body rely on these things. You have to understand that your cycle, the one you're born under, and then the one that you cycle under, and the one that you find for your rituals, they could all be very different moons or they could all be the exact same moon. But your cycle is what you need to get in sync with. So have the cycle within your body, recognizing the moon. There's patterns within a certain cycle of the moon that repeat in your life, probably more than you've given yourself a chance to really pay attention to. And sometimes people just don't want to space it out in a calendar or they just forget. Make sure you don't forget. Somebody, something, some part of you in your life, in your body, in your temple needs you to understand there's a pattern to be recognized. And it starts with you, for one, de-weeding your soil, cleaning up your soil, allowing your soil to have sacred spots where it has to be innocent, it has to be pure. Recognizing that you need to have hermit mentality sometimes, all of us, we all do, and recognizing that the syncing of your body with the moon and finding the pattern, the moon that really makes you either get up and move or sleep really good or eat really good or just get emotional. Whatever it is, there is a pattern to recognize. You just have to do the work to figure it out. The upper angels are telling you to wait, right? There's something you need to wait. You could be trying to rush a system or a sequence, a gift, an opportunity, and if you're trying to rush it, that means that it's not meant for you yet. Yet is an acronym, right? It means you're eligible to. So if you take that acronym and say it the way it's meant to be said, you're eligible to, just not yet. You need to wait. So right now the answer is no. And if you're not understanding it as no, then understand the hell no. And if you keep pushing it, you're going to miss the golden opportunity kind of situation, right? Angels have one vibe, and that is one job, and that is for us to really wake up and understand that they're there. We may not like the answers that they have to say, but that is the human part of us not understanding that they don't have that human aspect. They don't give a damn about all them other emotions that came up out of nowhere because somebody told you no. Mm. Wait. Wait for something. And literally ask your angels to give you that same sign. Why, as strongly as they're saying no, wait, tell them to make sure that it is that clear when it is time for you to move. Make sure that you understand that you may not understand the go for the go from them. You may want to make sure that it's not the human part of you saying go, go, go. Make sure that you understand that they make it just as clear as they say wait. And that's the message I've got for you, Deb. Oh, let me see. Miss Moonlight, Miss Moonlight. Denise. Denise. Oh, I have a half hour. Okay. Denise, are you here? You're welcome, Mousy. By your faces. I need a refill. Denise, Denise, Denise. Miss Moonlight, how are you doing? Miss Moonlight, have you seen this deck yet? Oh, wait, wrong camera. It's so damn cute. I gotta get it on my wish list. Are you here, Denise? Dum, 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 dum. Y'all, my chat is not working, so I'm having to literally use another phone for chat. Okay. I don't see Denise. Alright. Was there anybody after Denise? It is called the Garden Dragon. It is so freaking adorable. I mean, so adorable. Okay. No Denise is Rossi. Alright. Is Rossi my last one? Rossi is here. Okay. Alright. Rossi. Rossi. Alright. But we got a lot of a lot of sea dragons today. So anyway, you get another sea dragon, and that one will not sea as in the ocean, or I mean like the letter C. So you get the carrot dragon, and it's about observing something, right? Sometimes we glance at things, we see things, but we don't actually observe what's going on, right? So again, these dragons are not what you think, right? Just when you think they're the cutest little thing, you read just a little bit about them and you find out, ooh, they came to teach me something. So, Rossi, right? Well, every other one I've read so far is about there's a benefit, but there is also a lesson there. So I have enjoyed that part of it. So okay, your carrot dragon is about observation, right? So observe. A very slender member of the Draco species, the carrot dragon has unusual wings with long tendril that that emanate from the tips to the edge. The attentive field observer will also note similar tendrils. Ugh, I don't know the word. From the long leg joints of the very mature animals that it observes. The wing membrane is green in color and repeats the green font throughout its ruff. Who, understanding me, is understanding that I dwell underground. I am a keen observer of life. I have and I will flow into your life. Once you and I have bonded, I will tell you to watch out with clear eyes. I can't tell you what to see, but only what you could observe or what could be obscuring your view. I will help you study the surroundings around you to mark any significant changes and or dangers. While we don't use our sight the same way, I will help you remember to extend your senses outwardly. I will help you contemplate on how you can affect your world, right? Not the world, your world, the world you live in, the one that makes your wheel go round, right? And only you. Remember, all of these dragons are about understanding us. They are literally a whole lot of sweet, but they ain't afraid to bite back, right? So with that being said, this is literally, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Well, if you yourself aren't finding your own discipline or finding when you need to withstrain or just watch, don't speak, don't record it, just observe it, be present in that moment. There is a reason for every one of these little lessons coming in the form of little beautiful dragon creatures to help us remember to be humble. Literally. There's a whole lot going on. They also want you to remember that if you do not have a cauldron, you can go buy one. Sometimes they can get a bit expensive, but you can literally just go get a pot out of your kitchen. You can make it be your cauldron, right? They want you to create, remember the opportunities that come from the creation, but then they also want you to remember to caringly share, right? So, whether you are creating something deliciously magical or deliciously wonderful and it is the best soup you've ever made in your life, or maybe you're just brewing some witch's tea in your cauldron, maybe you're cooking up something nasty for those that are trying to interfere and you're spiritually protecting yourself. However, you are doing it, make sure that you are doing it in favor of opportunity instead of contemplating something mischievous. You lose control at that point. So remember, it's not contemplating, it's meditating. It's not forcing it to be your way all the ways. Because once you put it in that cauldron and you start stirring it, I'm a counterclockwise kind of person. I stir out all that could interfere, right? Maybe you're a counterways. Maybe you stir it in to make sure that it all goes fluently in the same direction. Whatever your direction is, that's your direction and there's nothing wrong with it. You just have to remember to stay in your direction instead of allowing yourself to blur the lines. Remember the self discipline that comes with the way that you are doing it. Stay true to your own recipe. The healer in you needs you to remember that if you yourself are not healed, you cannot heal or help anyone else heal. You have to give and be what you preach, right? So to speak. If you are broken, you will only give out something broken. If you are being manipulative or conniving or misleading, then that is what you're giving out, right? You're not actually healing because you didn't heal. You're still in pain from yesterday. So you can't help someone tomorrow when you can't heal from it today, right? So make sure that you yourself are healing within yourself every single day and making sure that what you give away is genuine, authentic, so that you aren't giving away something someone else may not be able to carry because they weren't built to carry it. You just need to find a way to transform it and heal all of you so that all of you can heal those that are reaching out, needing some healing from you. Remember to take a walk. Not all of us do this every day, although some of us probably should, and some of us walk for other people every single day because there's some of us that can't walk. So those that can't walk have somebody that is inspired by them, and they go out and they take a walk every day. And every day when they take a step, they don't take a step for just themselves. They take a step for everyone that can't take a step for themselves, right? I have good days where I can get out there and I feel like I can walk and 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 I can walk, and then now it don't even sound like a word anymore, and now I have to go back and I can't. I used all my energy going one way. I do it all the time. And then my body just starts slowly shutting down and then crashing. So you have to build it up. Don't overdo it, but you definitely need to start taking a little bit of an incentive walk every single day. A friend of mine was told she needs to light a candle for incentive every single day. Even if you just light it and you don't have anything that you're saying at the beginning, by the end of a week, if you've done it every single day, I bet when you light it, there's a thought in your head. Like, I bet you were excited to light that candle today, because that means that you did it. You completed a goal. But if you didn't complete the goal, that doesn't mean that you failed. It just means that you get to start over and do it all over again. And this time, put a little more oomph in it, so to speak, right? Make sure that you remember that you're doing it for intention, with intention. You're supporting something that you can't see, and you know that something that you can't see is returning that support tenfold usually. The upper angels want you to know that within the next few months there's going to be success coming your way. Now, is that success going to be from a job, from an award, a certificate, a diploma? Could be. 100% could be a pay raise, could be a lottery ticket. It could also just be you finding success within yourself and understanding yourself a little differently, but without allowing your upper angels to have a huge part of it that are watching it unfold. If you just kind of forget and let it be known, I'm gonna take it, you're gonna let the greed take you, and then they're just gonna float around up there and they're not gonna celebrate with you. So remember that you do have work to do on within yourself. And there are things within yourself that you need to grow and strengthen so that you can receive the success. But it's coming. It's absolutely coming. Just remember to enjoy the moment when it comes. Don't rush it. Don't let it be undervalued or over appreciated. Take it in for exactly what it is. And that's what I've got for you. Ooh. I'm telling you, it has been wonderful to walk because I've been in a beautiful place with beautiful surroundings and beautiful scenery. I'm not at all ungrateful or glad to have a lot of gratitude towards my situation because I'm humble. I still have a huge mess in Houston. I still do not have a bedroom to go home to. It's getting there, but it's not there yet. I still don't know the value or the amount of what needs to be replaced. Clothes, sheets, rugs. I don't know, and I won't know until I get there. And I'm gonna have to probably turn to my gems and my family and say, I lost it, and now I don't have the money to replace it, and now I have to earn it. And I know that that opportunity is there. So I don't take that lighthearted that I know I have the opportunity to at least earn whatever I have lost in the end of it once I get home to realize what actually was lost. So, but it's getting some of it done. They still have to do the mold killing and cleaning, but they halfway have the biggest part of the drywall done. They just have a little bit more in the bathroom they need to do, and then it needs to be cleaned and addressed. And then, like I said, I'll have to see what I can salvage or what cannot be salvaged once I get there. Swampy! Kaylee is here. Was Kaylee on the list? Last reading is Kaylee. Kaylee, are you here? Yes, I'm here. Okay. Alright, this is the last read, guys. And then I have to go watch my Uncle Gerald. Y'all know Uncle G is a huge priority for me. Alright, And I need to eat, and I definitely need some more coffee. Oh, look, y'all. Y'all see my cup? Look at my cup, y'all. Feck off, you feckin' gobshit. But I need Jackie to say it for me. Y'all, when you hear the Irish say it, it makes so much more. I'm drinking an empty cup. All right. All right. This is Swampy. I know, right, Swampy? It's some bullshit. And then, like I said, I've got to use this other phone because I can't see chats on my phone. Oh, I lost it. Nope, I got it back. Okay, slow down. All right, Kaylee. All right, Kaylee, you have the and another C one. Cantaloupe. I'm gonna have to pay attention to C this week because apparently C is gonna have, and my son's name starts with a C. My Gemini twin is CC. I'm chaos. I'm gonna have to pay attention to C's this week because I definitely see a huge synchronicity pattern going on with C's. And you got Cantaloupe Dragon. Hmm, that's a little intimidating. I mean, curious. It's got me a little curious. All right, so the Cantaloupe Dragon. Uh, Reline, Reline. Is that Maruda? Is that Reline? What is that word? Can you see it? I'm looking on the other camera to see if you guys can see the word. So this this dragon comes to you to help you with the thickness in your hide. You need to exhibit stronger membranes. My wings repeat a pattern on the skin underneath, with it being bright green. My abdomen is a fleshy color, both in texture and in color. It's very round though, so you can definitely see me in flight. I go very slow and I even fly awkwardly. With my research, I will help you understand why you need to have my protective horns protruding from my head as you whip through the as you whip through the emotions in your head. I have a slender whip like tail that will be used to lash out at all intruders upon you, right? So he is very, very protective of you, right? He's that guard dog that you didn't know you were going to get. Yeah, here comes your guard dog, right? I absolutely love this because sometimes a lot of people allow our kindness to be taken advantage of, and then they think we're just weak, right? Because we have allowed so many people to take our kindness for weakness that we just let people think and what they want to think, and they can think whatever they want to think, and I don't care what they think because their thinking isn't affecting me. The problem is their thinking has swayed a whole lot of people to thinking that same way about you that they think, instead of actually seeing you for who and what you are. Mm-hmm. Cantaloupes are absolutely very wonderful all by themselves, but then when you add a little bit of salt, they turn into something even better than you could have imagined, right? hmm That's what it is to understand that you are intruding. hmm We don't need to put no pepper on it. So it's going to recognize the pepper in your life, right? Because it's naturally so sweet that it just drips with juicy sweet. So sometimes that sweet and salty aspect is what makes it the best part. You don't see that salty, spiny aspect coming in there because it's not an intrusion until you try to put something that doesn't belong there in there. So basically, this is your reminder to let you know that it itself will backfire on you when you aren't taking the precautionary protections that you need to take against yourself and start standing up, not necessarily for yourself, but learning to understand that standing for something means that you are no longer falling for everything. Even if you only do it one at a time, you don't have to stand up and take on 10 people at one time. You don't have to stand up and take on 10 emotions at one time. You don't have to stand up and take on 10 anything at one time. Tackling them one at a time and showing your power within that emotion, that person, that stance that you're taking and you're believing in reinforces your spine, reinforces your ground. And your ground itself is what the cantaloupe needs the most, the cantaloupe dragon. Because I am a cantaloupe dragon, I am very hard headed and very hard skinned. I will remind you that you are soft only on the inside. If you feel like others are shedding you off, this means it's time for you to allow you to examine the friendship at hand. So if someone is thinking that you don't have this gorgeous, beautiful, soft, tender, juicy, meaty, sweet meat inside of you, they aren't understanding you for what you are because they see a shell that life built to protect you. Okay, protecting all of the sweet goodies on the inside because not everybody is deserving of that within you. So remember that. If they don't know that about you, they're not deserving to know that. And life itself has infectiously built a layer of skin around you that allows you to be protected. And you don't even see it for what it is yet until you start recognizing how many people don't understand you at all. So deep dive the friendships, the any kind of relationship that is within your life right now, because that's the ones that the cantaloupe dragon needs you to understand. Some don't know you at all, and they're not deserving. When we look at the archetype of you and everything that is going on, that is a riddle that is going on, right? So when you think about the knots that are going on, the intricate knots and the layers and everything that we are and what we are created with, right? We ourselves are a riddle. We are a pattern. We are a sequence. We are unique. We are a fingerprint. We are one of a kind. And we tend to forget that unless they're actually running our fingerprint. There's only one of them. So yeah, we may have the chance to change socials, names, pictures, IDs, facial structures, booties. We may be able to physically change everything about us. We cannot change our fingerprint. We cannot change the fact that we ourselves are a riddle. We are a membrane of a metaphor and a simile that something above us felt deemed worthy to be created, and we were created. Our one of a kind is what makes us one of a kind. If you're too busy trying to wear the same monkey suit as everyone before you has done, you are not being unique to yourself. So remember that you yourself are a riddle. If you cannot answer your own riddle, then neither will anyone else. Find your own answer in your own labyrinth, within your own riddle, within yourself. And then allow people to explore within your riddle and your labyrinth and find out everything that they can find out about you. Because if they really want to do it, they're going to want to do it. If they really want to be in your life, they're going to be intrigued. They're going to accept the challenge of what we are because they know that unconditionally you're going to accept the challenge of them. Wow. That give and take feels really good when someone else is not worried about how you're going to see them because you're not going to see them any differently by something that they did in their past. That's not their future. That's not who they are. It's just something that happened for them so that they could be a better person. Sometimes we don't recognize all the good that we have until we don't recognize the bad anymore. And then we look back and we see nothing but bad. And we're like, well, where the hell was the good? It was right there, that grain of sand right there that said, oh, well, that's my little one grain of sand hope. And I'm going to pick that up and I'm going to turn that into an anchor because this one little grain of sand made it through all of that. And none of the things that I thought would make it were bulletproof, hurricane proof, tornado proof, wind proof, rain proof, waterproof, flood proof, fireproof. Wow. You see where that's going? So make sure that you are examining every relationship, including the relationship you have with yourself. Understand that the heart of you, your hearth, that beautiful, gorgeous middle center piece of you is safety, it is comfort, and it is a spiritual connection. Whether it is the mantle, the hearth of the home, or the heart within the temple that you carry with you, everything about you that represents you has to be safe. And if there are parts of you that you're not safe with or you don't feel safe because of, then turn them into strength right now. Find a way that's part of your riddle, that's part of your very one of a kind uniqueness. And then once you do, start singing, and it don't matter what key it is, even if it's a key that hurts other people's feelings or make dogs howl or it puts Mariah Carey to shame. Who cares? Sing, dance, explore, hum, whistle, chant, but make sure that you do it with rhythm. Riddle, rhythm. Hmm. Sounds like a wonderful way to start the spring that is coming up ever so quickly, right? Your upper angels say that within the next few weeks, there is a huge happy change coming your way. So, first, they tell you it's coming. It's literally on the calendar. Well, their calendar. It's not on your calendar yet because, this is one of those blessings you can't see coming because it may even be in your mind right now impossible, and they're about to make the impossible possible. The amount of possibilities and of happiness. Mm. Small little changes add up. Your upper angels are willing to let you have the big, huge, happy blessing payout. So even though you're still in your climb and your mountain isn't done yet, your climb isn't over, neither are the rewards or the blessings. They're actually almost within reach. So keep closing doors that aren't serving because windows of opportunities are within your reach. And that's the message I've got for you. Who? Miss Tarot D. I love you, Miss Tarot D. Ooh. Miss Tarot D, I'm putting a love box together for you. Don't forget that. Um, me and Mosaic Insight and I are putting a love box together for you. We just got one or two little items that we're piecing together, but the big piece is secure, and we're gonna get that out to you hopefully this week. So we got to get some other cards and stuff like that out. We're gonna be paying some things forward to you guys. So remember, even when you can't monetarily give, even putting your energy into helping someone else pay something forward, or helping someone do something that they can't do for themselves, or literally just taking a walk for someone because they can't take a walk for themselves, helping someone play with molding clay and helping them make balls because their hands won't maybe make much more than a ball. Just spending that time with them, letting them know that their uniqueness is seen because you're pretty unique yourself, and you would like to understand their uniqueness, and you would like for their uniqueness to understand you. Hmm. Sounds like a pretty good week ahead of all of us. I love you guys. Thank you so much for spending this beautiful, beautiful morning with us. From Metatron, Shakina, myself, and Miles, we thank you and we send you a cup full of hope and a blessing along the way. We'll see you guys next week.